Hello, good morning. How are you today? I hope everyone is doing fine even though we are experiencing a crisis, and everyone is also praying with us so that this pandemic will end. Most of the time when we talk about triangles, first thing that will come into our mind is a perfect triangle. A perfect triangle with equal sides and equal angles. But today, we're going to learn about a different kind of triangles and the theorems behind these triangles with different measurements. Okay, let us proceed. Our topic for today is triangle inequality. And today, we're going to learn how to illustrate the triangle inequality, apply theorems in triangle inequalities, and prove inequalities in a triangle. Okay, I have here 3 straws. The first one measures 2 inches, the second one measures 3 inches, and the third one measures 6 inches. So the first one is 2, 3, and the third one is 6 inches. If you're at home and you have straws, you can also try this. Okay, what I am trying to do now is I am trying to connect the edges of this straw so that I will be able to create a triangle. I will try all the sides. Okay, so I tried everything I could and I wasn't able to create a triangle using these measurements. Okay, now I have here another set of straws. The first one measures 3 inches, the second one measures 4 inches, and the last one measures 5 inches. Now I am going to try if using these measurements I will be able to make a triangle. What we'll do is we will just connect the edges. See, I was able to create a triangle using this measurement. I just connected the edges just like that. You can also use sticks and then measure it like that. So I was able to create a triangle using the 3 inches, 4 inches, and 5 inches straws. Okay, I have here for the straws with 2 inches, 3 inches, and 6 inches. Is it a triangle? And it's a no. While for the length of straws in 3 inches, 4 inches, and 5 inches, was it a triangle? And it was a yes. What is triangle inequality theorem? The triangle inequality theorem states that in a triangle, the sum of the lengths of any two sides is greater than the length of the third side. What does this mean? So for the straws that we made, for the first one, a plus b, which is 2 plus 3, is it greater than the measurement of c? Of course, it's not, because 2 plus 3 is 5, which is less than c. While for the next one, b plus c, is it greater than a? Yes. A plus c, is it greater than b? It's a yes. Okay, so how about for the second one? 3 plus 4, is it greater than c? Yes. B plus c, is it greater than a? 4 plus 5 is 9, is it greater than 3? Yes. A plus c is 8, is it greater than 4? Yes. So, meaning to say, this one complies to the theorem, the triangle inequality theorem, that if a triangle, the sum of the length of the two sides is greater than the length of the third side, it just means that it is a triangle. It applies on all the sides, not only on the two sides, but it should be on the three sides. So it's like this. A plus B must be greater than C. A plus C must be greater than B, and B plus C must be greater than A for us to be able to tell that it's a triangle. So what is an equal sides theorem? An equal sides theorem states that if one side of a triangle is longer than the second, then the angle opposite the longer side is larger than the angle opposite the second side. What does this mean? Okay, we have here triangle KLM, then the angle opposite to the longer side, which is 15 meters, is larger than the angle opposite to the one which is the smaller side. So this just means that angle K is greater than our angle M. Okay, now we have an equal angles theorem. An equal angles theorem now states that if one angle of a triangle is larger than the second angle, then the side opposite the larger angle is longer than the side opposite the second angle. This one is actually the opposite of the unequal sides theorem. So we have here the triangle A, B, C. We have angle A as greater than angle B. So if it's like that, then we can say that angle A is greater than angle M. Then an equal angles theorem states that the side opposite to the side opposites to the angle, to the larger angle, is greater than the side opposite to the smaller angle. Since our angle A is greater than angle B and line BC is opposite of angle A, then I can say that line BC is greater than line AC. All right. So what is Hinge theorem? Hinge theorem states that if two sides of one triangle are congruent to two sides of another triangle, but the included angle of the first triangle is larger than the included angle of the second, then the third side of the first triangle is longer than the third side of the second triangle. Okay, so we have here triangle RST and triangle VWX. So Hinge theorem compares two triangles. Hinge theorem tells us that if we have two equal sides, we have here side ST equal to side WX, and then the other one is side RS equal to side VW. So the included angle for the angle VWX is the angle W, which is 80 degrees, and the included angle for angle RST is 100 degrees. So if it's like this, since we have two congruent sides, RS congruent to VW, ST congruent to WX, it just means that the included angle, which is larger, has the side opposite it larger than the other triangle. Line VX is the one opposite to angle 80 degrees or angle W. So line RT is greater than line VX. What is converse of the Hinge theorem? Converse of the Hinge theorem states that if two sides of one triangle are congruent to the other two sides of another triangle, respectively, and the third side of the first triangle is longer than the side of the second, then the angle opposite the longer side is larger than the angle opposite the third side of the second triangle. Here, line AC congruent to line DF. We also have here line BA congruent to line ED. And we have a line BC, which is 10 units, and then line EF, which is 8. We can say that BC is greater than EF. Since we have here line BC greater than EF, then we can say that angle A, which is opposite of line BC, is greater than angle D, which is opposite of line EF. So now I have prepared here 3 questions for you related to our topic. Are you ready to answer? Okay, so we have here our question. Which of the following sets of sides could be a triangle? So is it the first one, 8, 6, and 15? The second one with sides 9, 15, and 23? Or the third one with sides 8, 27, and 19? Okay, I will give you 1 minute for this. And I have here a 1 minute timer. So 1 minute starts now. All we have to do is to apply the triangle inequality theorem, which states that the sum of the two sides must be larger than the third side. 33 seconds. Okay, time's up. So our answer should be the second option. The first one cannot be a triangle because the sum of 8 plus 6 is less than 15. Well, the third one cannot be a triangle because the sum of 8 and 19 is equal to 27. It cannot be equal or smaller than the third side. Okay, our next question is, a triangle has side lengths of 14 and 35 inches. What could be the third side? The first option is 48. The second one is 49. Third one is 50. And the fourth one is 21. So I have here again my 1 minute timer. In here, still we will apply the triangle inequality theorem. So 1 minute starts now. Last 10 seconds. Okay, time's up. So our answer should be 48. That is because when we add 14 and 35, it's greater than 48. But when we add 14 and 35, it's less than 50. It's equal to 49. And it's greater than 21. But when we add 21 and 14, it's equal to 35. So our answer is 48. Our last question for today is compare two measures. We have here triangle ABC and triangle DEF. And here we will apply the converse of the Hinge theorem. Our first option is the measurement of angle A is greater than the measurement of angle D. Well, our second option is the measurement of angle D is greater than the measurement of angle A. So in here, I will give you 30 seconds to check which one is the correct answer. Is it the first option or the second option? Okay, last 10 seconds. All right, time's up. Let's see if your answers are correct. So the answer should be the first option because we can see here we have congruent sides, AB congruent to DE, AC congruent to DF, and the third side, BC, is greater than the third side, EF. This just means that our included angle opposite to BC, which is angle A, is greater than angle D. All right. Did you get perfect score? Thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our topic for today, which is triangle inequality, and you enjoyed our the different theorems related to triangle inequality, the triangle inequality theorem, unequal angles theorem, unequal sides theorem, Hinge theorem, and converse of the Hinge theorem.
Thank you so much everyone for watching, and thank you so much everyone for listening. And I hope you enjoyed our video related to triangle inequality. Always remember guys that even though we encounter a lot of inequalities, not only in triangle but everywhere in the world, please, please, please start with ourselves to treat everyone equally, whoever they may be. Okay? Thank you so much again, and God bless.